Hello. Hopefully everyone is doing well today. Go ahead and turn that down. Very loud for me. I don't know how loud it is for you guys. I can't hear your end of things. Suppose I could go listen to make sure everything's balanced, but I think it's about right. Just roughly judging here. No one has complained yet. Still waiting for the coffee to wake me up. Now, we are probably going to end up doing grinding today at some point. Not sure when, but we probably are. But I also want to see if I remember how to dupe items. Because we currently have a dude with Excalibur. It is a unique item if memory serves. Sword of the Real King, haste, absorbs holy, and strengthens holy. The always haste thing is what is probably the most broken. It is a knight only. So, although I don't know if... Actually, we could actually see. I do think that our main character... It's just a knight sword. That means that we should be able to equip it on pretty much anybody who can equip a knight sword. Ability-wise, you are maxed on monk. You're doing okay on monk. We are going to get you Wave Fist. Just something ranged, because he's not getting into combat very easily. So he's going to need that. I'm still waking up, so sorry if I'm not, like, super enthralling to listen to. We'll get there. We will get back to the usual hype YouTube voice going on, I guess. Streamer voice. Let's see. I need you to change job to night. There you go. You are now a knight. We now have items. Let's go ahead and move those. And we will equip that. We're probably going to be using Orlando instead of Mustadio. In case you guys are curious, that's going to be an upgrade for us. Hopefully everyone liked the Final Fantasy VI video. It's doing mediocre on views so far, but it is off my norm. I'm not surprised by that. But it got decent click-through. It got decent views. Retention is actually pretty dang good. People are actually watching it for a decent... So, anyway, back to the Twitch end of things. To adjust things, let's go ahead and unequip everything there. We will equip them with nice stuff eventually. You want to have Excalibur in the bottom slot. Just a weak weapon up top. I think I'm going to buy a broadsword to put there. And we'll do best just to have him have something on, so you're not throwing anything else out there. Let's go ahead and buy some junk real quick. Bethel Garrison is not a place we can actually stay. So I want to go... I know that Igros will have what we need. I don't know. I think Fort City will. Shop. Yeah, it wouldn't let us go into the shop in that. Let's see. Let's have what we want. It does not. Although we do have new items. Yeah, we have new rods because we have the Octagon Rod. We have P-Bags, which are regen. We have the Speed Bag. We have the Sea Bag. That cancels a lot of negative effects. So Octagon Rod might be a good weapon for us to pick up a few. Not what we think. Lionel Castle might be the next one. Don't want a random encounter. Okay, so shop there. I just want a place that has a broadsword. There's a rune blade. Magic +2. So that actually is good for a Geomancer. That's basically Geomancer sword. Let's go ahead and buy... we'll buy, like... We don't need more. Formation. Item, whip, broadsword. I forget if it actually eats the item or not. Let's find out. Fitting room, you, best fit. That did not work. That can only be done with one-hand weapons, and is common caliber. It's done by setting a character to a class that can equip copy, giving him or the player must put a shield or weaker weapon in their top slot and their weapon in the other. Best fit, it should display the player's weapon in the top slot and the bottom. Watch a video real quick. That is very freaking loud. Got that. They've got a shield up there. Best fit. It puts Runeblade up there. Is Runeblade actually considered stronger than Excalibur? Let's go to one of these other ones that doesn't have... Shop there. Okay, let's see what they do. Yeah, it's supposed to move the sword up there. It's supposed to move it to the top slot. And yeah, it's supposed to create a clone of it. But it is not. Let's try on... We'll try on something else here. Let's go ahead and put on a shield. We have access to shields here. We do not. Huh. I don't know why there's like a weird delay whenever I go to click on that. The only other place I can think of is maybe go here. Yeah, there's like a weird delay whenever I click on things. Best fit. It just doesn't want to equip anything else there. Should... Do I need to equip it on him for doing options? If we don't get this, it's not that big of a deal. Max equip on job change off. Let's remove the two swords. Okay. An ability set. Two swords. It doesn't automatically do that. And it's putting a crystal shield there. If we do formation, item, equip, let's just equip an Estushin maybe? Or just a random flame shield since we don't even care about those? Here, we'll put that on. That's not what we want. I'm going to press F2 again. I'm just trying out a few things, and then we'll move on from it. Can I actually have access to pressing on things, please? There you go. I don't know why it wasn't doing anything there. For some reason, I think the emulator might be bumping up a little bit as well. Okay, items. Let's go ahead and remove that. That is attack power 10. This should be much higher. Yeah, this is 21. And I know that this is dupable. I will watch this minute and 45-second video. They go into formation. They have just the stuff equipped that they want to duplicate. They go to the shop. Best fit. And it swaps their positions. The Chaos Blade goes up to the top, so they're duping a Chaos Blade, which is not what I want. They go to fitting over, and it's like a bunch of money. I will just search specifically. It's easy. Any sword can be copied. Build message you, and you can copy the swords at the shop. Have the sword equipped in the second-hand slot and the shield in the first slot. Okay, so we have to go to the Garland shop, according to this thing. So I guess we go there? I mean, I'm fine with this. Garland is going to be up here. We don't even need to skip ahead on that. Okay. You're just getting all the encounters. Okay, so this shop, should we be able to do it here? It doesn't do anything. It doesn't want to actually give me a better sword here. So strange that it... Can I actually go to the shop here? Am I being dumb or something? It does have a broadsword. Item, let's go ahead and equip. I will equip just the flame shield. Shop. Fitting room. You. Best fit. There we go. And that should... Then fitting over. See if that actually got rid of our flame shield. Because equip, we should now have 2 Excaliburs. Yes, we do. We should still have the flame shield. Okay, so yeah, we can dupe several Excaliburs. That shouldn't be too bad to do a few times. I think at most I'd need like 3 or 4 of them. But now we currently have, at least we should, 3 Excaliburs. So that means you can equip 1 now. And that's going to make having Ninja with dual sword even more brutal, in case anybody was curious. Okay, so we want to remove that. Equip a shield there. We'll just do crystal shields because I don't think we're losing the other weapon. Yeah, we're not losing the other thing, so it's fine. We'll do this about 5 times. Okay. Fitting over. Yes, it costs 210 gold to get ourselves another Excalibur. And unfortunately, this does require a lot of menuing, but it's not. So Crystal Shield, and we are getting probably a bunch of, yeah, we're getting a bunch of broadswords in this, which is kind of shitty, but it's still cheap. Fitting room. Best fit. And fitting over. We could do this with multiple characters too, now that we have multiples of them, I think, but that puts us at how many Excaliburs? 5. I'll do 1 more. Just because they are really good, they give us auto haste, and we could do equip sword on pretty much anybody that we want. I'm going to go ahead and remove these guys. We're just going to go straight pig. I don't need the money from these other guys. The Holy Lance from the... whatchamacallit. This guy right here might be handy, but the ribbons are going to be more important. Okay, so now we should only have 1 of these dudes. I don't need... Shop. There we go. Fitting room. This will be the last one we dupe. Best fit. Okay. Over. Yes. And leave store. So I don't necessarily... We could dupe them for money as well later on, but for now, that's going to be what we're going to be using. Formation. Item. Whip. Dual Excaliburs. That doesn't actually stack anything up. We'll end up with a... kind of a side skill going on with that. I think for us, we're actually going to go with... we'll go with the speed. Your minus boots. Even though re-raise is pretty welcome. This is going to make us scary as hell. You can go ahead and equip best as possible. We're going to get Germina's boots on you too. Who else has the Germina's boots? You do. Oh, you can equip Excalibur. You can also equip the one that boosts the other things, but this is probably better. So we're going with Orlando, Ramza, Matt, Dawn, and Onyx. Because we do actually like having the generic character. Especially since they have pretty decent stats. They might get replaced by the end whenever we get Reyes into their human form. But that's going to be a bit further in. Change job. I actually think we leave you in that. So we can get some knight experience floating around. And just give you punch arts. Excuse me. Because these two together are gonna be pretty gnarly. Especially since you're going to start unlocking monk form. It's really tempting to switch you off of monk for a while, but you'll get knight XP from just watching him fight. Which will get you potentially equip armor. To make you a better ninja. It's kind of a toss-up as to which one we actually want to learn. Could also just go for equip sword on ninja. And just be a brutal, like, ninjutsu master. Because that would be higher damage, higher speed, better move, lower life. if we do dual sword ninja. Instead of dual dagger ninja. Okay, over here we have probably junk as well. You have the rune blade. I will... no, I'll pass on those. Crystal mail, 110. Can I actually press down? I don't know what's with the delays. Protects aware from magic attacks with reflect. I think we'd rather have the crystal mail. Red shoes are finally a thing we can buy. We're gonna go ahead and get a couple more Germinus. Sprint shoes are super handy too, because they let us get into combat faster. But they make it so you can't move as you don't have the extra move speeds. We have 2 bracers. Have pretty much everything we need. Feather mantle is pretty decent in purposes. If you're going for like a super dodgy build, grab those. We're gonna actually grab 2 of them just because we do keep that little mantle thing growing. Our mantle collection, that. What else do we actually need here? Angel ring. We'll go ahead and get 1 more of those. Could probably use that in the near future. Bracers are just better power wrists. Battle boots can go away. Spike shoes are okay. Feather boots can be used in certain areas. Red shoes, I think go ahead and buy 1 more of them. Just because it's that magic plus move. Crystal mail will buy. Yeah. Crystal helm, we already have a few of, but we'll buy 1 more just in case. Just in case we end up all tanky characters all the time. Ice brand is not bad. It casts ice too. This one is good if you are using it on a Geomancer and don't actually have the overpowered weapon that we currently have. Although, I think I might still get 1 of those. Or do we get 2? We'll go ahead and get 2 of those. Just in case we want. Gastrophitis. There's a huge reaction. That's... I don't know if it actually is one or not. I could be, like, misremembering that. Huge steeple-shaped one. That is a 2-hander. Crystal shield, I think, is going to be our best bet for shields. That's 3710. That's 4015. This is 1050. Yeah, crystal shield is going to be the best shield. Unless we get the gold of shooting. Which I'm not going to go out of my way for. It's just one of those things that it doesn't really interest me that much. So we're going to probably need to, on our characters, make one of our friends low bravery. Probably going to be... Actually, Rafa would be really good for that. Grab, move, find item on Rafa. Do some grinding. Because we're going to need to get Cloud's sword if we want to use it. Hey, Mugen. How's it going? I love Final Fantasy Tactics. We're cheating a little bit. We are duping. So for us, we've duped our stuff. I'm going to go ahead and probably take a couple fights with Orlando. Just to get him some stuff unlocked. Trying to think of what specifically we want unlocked on him. Probably 2 swords would be nice. And I think we want to actually build him up kind of like Ramza. I might grind him off screen. We'll see. I haven't done anything with him yet. I'm not doing too many of the bonus characters as... sorry, as actual fighters. Come on, give me a battle. Thank you. This is, for me, duping in this game, while unnecessary, is kind of like duping in Diablo 1. It is almost so present that it's just part of the game at this point. I'm mage in the back. This is going to probably be our party. I might swap out the monk or non for Cloud. That's probably the big thing. I Doing okay? Hope I am waking up still. That's about the main thing for me. After I wake up, we'll be doing fine. Are we sure we want to do this? Yes. I need to bring Rafa in a battle as a chemist so I can actually get her the... whatchamacallit. Trying to remember what it's called. Move, find item. There we go, because we're going to have to use that to get the sword. But we should have a pretty easy time no matter like what spawns here because we have 3 Excaliburs coming into this battle. No, wait, I think we have 4. We have 4 Excaliburs because you have 1 too. Oh, this is going to be... He is already overpowered to begin with. So, that's cool. Going to get him some abilities. And you can go ahead and start in on this Chocobo. Because you have haste. But we could really just set ourselves up with like all kinds of status effects if we wanted to start, because we were that late in the game. So we can have Excalibur haste. We can have... we can't really have regen yet. The female characters can through the bags. We need to get some of the breed-only pigs so we can get ribbons. Be status immune, but beyond that, you're going to be beasts. That's how we work. I think out of all the characters, I think I will end up doing probably the least grinding on Orlando. Even though he is going to be probably the most powerful. Go ahead and drop a re-raise. What percent chance? 64, 79. So we actually don't have bad compatibility with you. Okay. Time to show off the pain. Actually, let's use sword skills. Night Sword drains life. If I remember correctly. Yeah, Darkness Elemental, range 3, effect 1. So we could do like Night Sword on you. He has all the sword skills. He's a master. Yeah, nothing here is a real threat. I just wanted to see it in action. Guts. Scream. Enter yourself. We not only have higher haste, we have higher speed. Okay. She is going to just start ripping these guys new ones. She's just basically the weaker version of Orlando. Which I'm not going to complain about. If I can get her dual sword through Ninja, she might just be Orlando Jr. I don't think most of the enemies here could actually survive even a single turn against any of our hardest hitters. Yeah, we do 1 punches. We don't even need the second swing. Okay, so you come here. Act. Just do more screaming. Build up your speed for no reason. We'll probably switch him over to Punch Art. But I think in the end we'll probably have him as a Squire to begin with, so. There. I will that back over there so I don't look at it. But I think the next review I'm going to work on is actually going to be in order still. We're going to be doing the Jade Cocoon review next. Hopefully next week. Let's go ahead and do re-raise on you. Can we just murder this guy? Yes. I want to swing twice with Excalibur. I want it to happen just to make me happy. We've killed everybody, except for the poor little chocobo over here. I really do wonder why he is proccing his MP thing so rarely. He has an 88% chance of triggering it. At least the way the math is supposed to work. But he has failed that several times. When in doubt, cheese it out. That's just going to give us money. Decent amount of money because of what level they're at. Nothing too scary. What is that icon? Raging Wolf. I don't know what that's from. I should. Okay, so let's go ahead and proceed with the story. We will build up skills along the way. You're going to change to... You're going to stay on that. I actually want him and Agrius to stay on the base thing. In fact, we might have all three of them on the base. That way you can have punch arts. Yeah, ability, set, punch art. You have MP switch and MP move, so you're basically going to not die from things, thanks to 97 Brave. We should probably cheer on you to get your Brave caught up. We need to get yours probably over 90, so it's a bit of a better chance. You're already over 90. Which one did we actually... I think it's Oracle that we learned. Yeah, move MP up. So if we swap you over to Oracle, it'll slowly build that up for them. Going to change your gear, unfortunately. But... And you're not going to be able to haste this, but we don't need haste anymore. We've got it built in. White magic. You're going to do MP switch. You should have enough for move MP up as well. And for this, we will go with black magic, I think. Or no, we'll stick with white magic. Just for the revives and stuff like that. We shouldn't need them, but... And where is it? 108 gems? No. 108 gems does cancel a lot of decent things, but it's mostly there just strengthening our damage output, and you're not damage based. So I think red shoes. And if we have it, white robe? There you go. You should be fine. Who are we unequipping? I think it's going to be you. He will show up in the story event, so fine. I'll let you be on that. Double checking the stats, so you are solid. And is Carabini actually better than... No, it is not. Why are they auto-equipping Carabini? We want Crystal Mail on you. We want... I think we stick with Bracer on you? Or do we go with... No, we go with Feather Mantle. That way you have all kinds of, like, don't touch me energy. And since you're doing Punch Art, Bracer is good for you. Since you have Elemental on your swap, That's going to be good for you. Yeah. So all three of them are fairly well equipped. You want to be swapping off of that, but you don't. You just get to get Carabiner. That should be good for them. We're going to leave these guys kind of floating around. I will delete them as we start filling up on the spots. Shop-wise, I don't know if there's anything else we need. I'm pretty sure this is... Oh, that can be equipped on the orc. So we could actually run one of those and basically have it work as a mini shield. She can equip those, and it's going to do okay physical damage. Or we can stick with the wizard rods and just be pure caster. Kind of a tough call. I do want one just for the pseudo ribbon effect it has. And we'll take whatever random encounters we get on the way there, just to be on the safe. Free XP is free XP. So Zargaitis, I believe, is the location we need to go to get the flower part of the quest. If I remember correctly. That's if I remember correctly. So you, Monk for now, Oracle in the back, and Holy. Our crew is looking pretty dang strong. And considering I have actually not done a ton of grinding, I think we're okay. Most of the things I've done that I've said are grinding are basically just gathering the tools to do min-max grind. I haven't had the time to actually do those, which would usually just be setting aside an entire day and being like, okay, we're doing this now. This is going to be a fun fight. Because they can still do status effects on us. That can cause a lot of trouble. As far as this position goes... Want to... Oh, wow. That is not going to give me a good location. So I guess we go there and punch you. Yeah, we do. Punch art. Earth slash. Only one target that we can actually hit with it. For some reason, it feels like something is doing interrupts, and I'm not sure what it is. I'm going to close a couple. Quick. That needs to stay open. That can go. Okay. That can go. That might be what was doing. I had Roll20 open. that does all kinds of fun stuff. Back to what we were doing. You just we'll just move this way. Can't hit him from there. Can't hit him with any of these, can we? Nope. You need some range there, bud. Old bud, old champ. That can't hit either, so we just wait. Shouldn't be too scary, though. They all should try to be coming up to where we are. Elemental, that actually can get. Here. It's just a small skill he can use at a range. Because right now all he has is Wave Fist for range stuff. Didn't even pay attention to what he was casting. They have Pray Faith and... thought they were using something else. Not showing up on that, though. So I guess we don't care. Yin Yang Magic, we don't really have a lot of options for, like, useful crap on it. So it just gets to wait. And All Sword skill. Night Sword. Insta-kill whatever it wants to hit. Or we can do a Split Punch. Range, that's definitely not good range. Stasis is not good range. So yeah, it is literally just, we have one option. Taking it. And one-shotting things at the same time to make it perfectly clear. Let's keep going up into the yellow. My goal for like audio settings is to not have that go up in the yellow, but yes is saying it is reaching that point. Scream for that auto haste with your dual stabbies. I think you still have the dual stabbies. I don't remember whether he can equip shields in his Squire form or not. Probably check on that. And I forget if on my first run I actually realized just how overpowered TG Sid is. He is exceptionally strong. I should double check. Yeah, you have dual Excalibur. Act, and God Save the Queen is the other one. It's dupeable. So Holy Sword, Crush Punch. Not lethal. Not quite strong enough for that, but when it has auto death on it, you don't need it to always be lethal. Yeah, Pray Faith on the dead guy. Ouch. You hurt my mana. Okay, so this comes down here and we start in on the serious stabbing. Ouch. Not as serious as I had hoped. God. That does get brutal. Jesus. Okay, so you get to wait there and face him. And unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing as much from the monk now. Simply because he's just going to have to do what he can from a distance. From a distance. We could get Geomancer, get attack up. That is definitely a thing we could actually grab in there instead of dual sword for big mean guy. TG Sid, that is. I forget what the like ideal setup for him is. Someone can probably tell me later on. And yes, we are just trying to get across. They are slowly just dropping painful things on us. Wow, we didn't oh, well, no, we should have had mana. No, the guy attacked us from the side. Explain why. Oh, no, I'm so afraid. Oh, you're gonna life drain. Oh, oracles do get life drain. Okay. It's leech spell, basically. I forgot about that one. Act, all sword skills, Night Sword. Can you kill one of them? Yes. But offense is the best defense in this. Less enemies, less chances for them to kill us, unless they are basically the big act boss kind of guys. This will get them built up very quick. Act, Holy Sword. Guess Crush Punch? Nope. Can't hit him down there. Split Punch? No. Ace's Sword? Yes. 345 damage and a stop. I think we got this. Should be easy enough. Yep. Plain and simple. Oh. Those are all depth 2. Yes, we'll just go there. I need something to get you some JP this time. So I guess cure you? Like, get it out there? Punch Art. Cure is going to come after our turn, so I do want to see how much damage you would attack, but you're not going to attack. 209. Main reason we're not attacking is because we actually want to get that cure off for some JP. We will probably switch her over to move JP just so she gets some each and every bit. Ow. Oh, yeah. Doing these, like, just random battles, I prefer certain maps. But I think going through these other maps I don't usually think about farming or anything like that does help me appreciate the game more, because it does show off the greater diversity in the enemies as opposed to ones that I'm just used to normally farming. Speaking of which, there are a lot of maps in this. Many of them only used once. So, that is also a big thing. There's like a weird delay. Like, I click and it takes forever to move. I might need to reboot my system. I'll have to do that after the stream, though. Okay, so these guys are all the wrong types of pigs. Unit. I'll stick with just 2 pigs trying to reproduce until we get what they're called. I think it's war or something. Have it in another window, just quick reference. Is called the Wild Bow. Is the one that I want. Drops a rib. Only available through breeding, and we need to kill them all. Urabo just gets Maiden Kiss and Kashusha. Is this rare? I don't know what Kashusha does. No, we want Wild Bows. These Urabos are just useless. You should be able to learn some things. This Shell Burst destroys the target's equipped armor. Not really interested in that. Hellcry Punch is probably the next big one that destroying weapons. That's where the money is. If I change you, I might have to. Just so I can get night experience going on his face. That's going to slow you down so much. Item-wise, it does get you an Excalibur, though. And we're going to go ahead and get you off of dual swords, just because I'd rather just share. Fine. We're going to change your weapon there to... We have move 4. We'll go... I don't have any of the stock. Well, butts. You're going to be evasive. That's just so we can get some night experience. That's all I want. That delay. God damn. I don't know why it's stalling like that. I could restart the emulator. I could do it on PlayStation 1 if you want to see real delays. Loading screens. 4 years. Like a flower, it's only 1 gil. seen a flower. Buy it? Sure. I will always buy flower. This is required for the special character, Cloud. You guys don't get the reference. Although, she doesn't look that much like Eris. So, I would have liked them to actually make her look a little bit more like them, but then the reference would be a little bit too on the nose. Okay, so we save that. Let's see what we need to do next. We buy the flower. Then we have to return to Goog. And then we'll have Nelveska Temple, which is this place up here. Goog, Nelveska. We get her humanity back. Then we continue. So we do have some walking. All the way back down here. I will take the fights that it gives me. We're just gonna let it roll. Let it slide. Free XP is free XP. Not terribly concerned about leveling up at this point. I just need skills. And we are very quickly becoming frontliners with pretty much all of our characters, which is abnormal for my playstyle. Normally, I am the, like, spell bastard. I like big, explosive AoE things. Aramons and bombs, That. I should recognize what that is, but just seeing the top of its head does not ring a bell. Oh, it's one of the cat things. That is silly. Elemental on you. Yeah. Oh, and we even got the status effects. That means his attacks are going to be low. You are going to just come up and chill. Doubt any of your sword things can actually hit up there. No. Nope, none of them can hit up there. And you're going to come up behind him and just sit. And yell at yourself. I do find the, like, just mental image of Ramza wandering around the countryside yelling at himself to very much remind me of a meth head. And I don't know why, other than the fact that I had seen one walking down the road from the liquor store, one of the places that I lived, because it went... They had an asylum, then a liquor store, and then town. So you'd generally have that kind of path of advancement. We're just dropping sandstorms on that guy just because the rest of these are just going to be scary at all, I don't think. Because that's not a blaster cat. He has some range. Oh no. Wow, you actually hit. You had like a 50-something% chance to hit. The bombs can be a little scary. If we just don't target them with anything big until we can just like one-shot them, they generally, I don't think, will explode. But I'm not certain on that. Okay. Ouch. We have plenty of life to deal with that. You... don't think your blind is actually going to stick on it. 73%, that's going to be your best chance, I think. That is 2 turns away. Orlando's going to get his turn. You know what? We will just cast it on you. Hopefully, it'll hit. I need to put move JP up on you, but Night Sword. Goodbye. And Excalibur is so good. We're blinding the thing that is literally 90% up. The irony of that does not escape me. Okay, goodbye, Eye-Man. I don't know how many enemies we're going... There are a few enemies that will be able to survive a 500 damage hit in one. Don't know how many of those there are, but it's definitely a thing. And yes, I put that on intention. Have to deal with their damn corpses. Holy Sword, Crush Punch. Who do we want to kill? Probably you. And I forget whether you can actually steal their souls or take them to the first shop if you use it with an ability. I really don't remember. I'll have to test that out eventually. We haven't had the opportunity to test it out because we're doing great damage strikes. Punch Art, Wave Fist. Only 91. Our punches are weak. Weak like your mother. And we'll go ahead and harvest you. Not that we're actually going to be buying most of the stuff that we're getting from the first shop, but hey, it's there. We can mess with it. My caffeine system is slowly getting replenished. Emphasis on slowly. Yeah, the goal today is to get, at the very least, transformed Reyes. But the question is, will we get that far? I don't know if we'll get to the point where we can actually get Cloud. There is an encounter at a volcano. We'll need to bring in somebody with move find item and look Brave on, which I think I need to do that with Roth. Speaking of which, I should probably switch Rafa over to the chemist so you can get movement item. I just keep putting it off because it's like I don't want to just have a dead character back there just smacking people with a bare fist. But it may have to come to that. The line of scrimmage has been drawn. Go faces. Well, we're going to get a first down on it. I made sports references. They're probably incorrect. Knight, he doesn't even actually have good stats. That would be an interesting challenge as well. Solo Ramza, or like up until you can get Mediator, and then you have to like manually recruit. That would be an interesting challenge. So you're going to go ahead and take point. And we are going to elemental yours. Since you have a shield and very high evasion, you should be good there as well. Night Sword. Is it sword? No. Just out of range of everything. You butts. There needs to be a range extender on him. And yeah, we'll just go with Chakra. Chakra is fine. I need to get back to doing regular design streams as well. It's been exhausted. It's one of those things where it's like, later, I'll do it later, and I keep putting it off. And part of me actually sadly wants to start yet another project because it's like, ooh, I want to make a mech-based tabletop game. kind of focused on kind of the middle ground between BattleTech and front mission. Not sure what I would call it. They've basically given us a really good position there. Let's go with Yin Yang Blind. That 2 turns in. Yeah, Orlando's going to get a turn, so we could punch the crap out of those guys. Although we're going to have to kill you to actually do this. All sword skill. I think we go stasis. Get those 2 guys. Steady sword. Then you just run away, and it blinds the chocobo. It puts the shroud on the chocobo, or else it gets the hose again. Not a lot of JP because we don't have JP up, but our characters are relatively just decent level now, so they'll get decent JP regardless, because it's based on a formula of class level and go with Earth Slash. It's based on a formula of class level and character level, and then you have the multiplier from G. Holy Sword. We'll do stasis again. Sadly, it is a height difference of 0. I really do enjoy going through these. They're the classic titles. It's maybe dipping into certain bits of nostalgia for me, but it's also just doing one of those things where I'm realizing that these games are still good, even compared to new games. So what was originally set out to be like, oh, I'm going to try and destroy nostalgia for myself. I'm going to not worry about whether a game was good or not. I want to see if it is still enjoyable. And for the most part, they have been. He's going to whack you in the feet. Or not. He could. Well, I guess you're going to die now. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's just bringing back memories of, like, newer games really haven't innovated that much over these. Except for in monetization, and there's been some experimental things like Noita and stuff like that that really have not necessarily innovated the gameplay per se, but they've innovated how you interact with the world. Because Noita does the thing where every, like, pixel is its own thing. It's tracking that. It's tracking the interactions between them. It is really kind of an amazing thing to do. Okay, so traveling. We're going to get an encounter at all of these. And I keep forgetting to change her. Here, press F4 there. I need to change her to a chemist. Change job. Chemist. She is our low brave unit. You don't have any backup things because you don't have any backup JP. Hellcry is probably going to be the most important one out of these. We'll grab that first. Night Sword can heal him. Let's go for... Good. No, we don't even need move JP. 2+1. Go with... I think we go with Hamido. Just so you can just straight up counter anything that gets close to you. You can't really learn anything useful yet. You should actually have some from being a knight. Whip sword, yes. Because we're going to be using that on him as a ninja whenever we start doing, like, the more dangerous dungeons. Because can you imagine dual freaking Excalibur ninja? You Oracle. You haven't even hit 100. Since that is being a thing, let's go ahead and get you on Black Magic. No. Out of what you have the options for, that's the best choice for like building stuff up. Unless we just do the real cheese route. Do basic skills so you can just accumulate each turn. Which isn't that bad of an idea, now that I think about it. I do need to grind you up and get you to have the Drain Life ability. Because you're supposed to be feeding it into the other people, but you don't quite have that yet. Hey, Locke, how's it going? May your day and health be going better. Hopefully your health is doing better than it was yesterday. For some reason, yeah, here, I will make the delay known. Clicking now. There's like a whole, like, almost a second between when I press the button and when it does it. I may need to reboot. I don't want to reboot midstream, though. Because that is a horrible thing for the stream. We'll just deal with it and I'll reboot for next session. Which, next session of this game will be Wednesday. Next session of stream will be tomorrow. We're doing Baldur's Gate 3. Which, yes, Baldur's Gate 3, I will have turned the dick off. I built it from stuff found at Drift number 83, but, looks like a heavenly globe. Now that you mention it, I guess it does. I responded to the stone again. What's the 69 mark? Want to search for it, right? Oh well. Yeah, we go there. Then we go to Nevis. Nelveska. All the way back up at the top of the map. We're taking fights along the way because we actually need the XP and stuff for getting characters functional. Yeah, it sucks that you're sick, man. Like I said yesterday, I wish I could send you chicken soup through the interwebs. But alas, my ass, I cannot. I can send you recipes for it. This layout I don't recognize. So Squire, Holy Swordsman. Yes. Go with... I think we go ahead and bring Rafa in on this one and have her punch the Oracle. Mrs. Locke made chicken soup last night. Homemade chicken soup is great. I'm not a huge fan of having to make it, but it's not that hard to make. It tastes so much better than the canned stuff. With like the fresh chicken in it that actually has flavor to it rather than just the canned stuff that just... I swear the chicken is just like air with texture. Broth, I use pre-made broth, so it's kind of the same there. But that's because I don't feel like sitting there and boiling stuff for, 3.5 years. So I think Orlando and Ramza can handle pretty much any encounter we get, unless we get a status-based one. Like a bunch of squid or something. I'm going to treat it like that. We do actually have a dragon over here, and a black bomb. I forget what that guy is. That is an explosive. Earth cancel, ice half. What are we gonna do? It's the same as the other one. It just has spark. Should be, yeah. Got fire. Fire. And we've got the crappy dragons, which I am not worried about crappy dragon. Crappy dragon is just a crappy fighter. Big. It's crappy. Okay, so you get to go there and be a punching bag. I'm not sure how well the Oracle will survive. Although I just realized Chemist has a gun. She defaults to a gun. Unless one of our daggers is countered as stronger. That's going to suck a little bit. You actually... Yeah, it auto-equipped a gun. You converted one of our HelloFresh meals. It was chicken, potatoes, carrots, and a cream sauce. So she just turned it into a creamy chicken soup with extra chicken. Make chicken salad wraps for work, and had the chicken left over from Fridays that you hadn't used. We're going to be shooting ourselves here. Is kind of a weird thing to say. How much damage? 64, that's fine. It only needs, I think it's only 100. Remove find item. Yeah, it's only 100, so we just need to shoot ourselves like 4 times. That sounds so brutal, though. Yeah, generally speaking, I am a huge fan of repurposing food. So that's kind of a cool thing to do. I've never done HelloFresh. I know what it is. Let's see. I will go ahead and move him forward to element. Really hit the spot because you hadn't properly eaten much since lunchtime Thursday. Ooh. That's the worst kind of feeling sick, is whenever you can't eat. I am very much a medicine, food is medicine type person. And I know that a lot of people don't wholeheartedly agree with that, and that's fine. Just, if I can solve it, like if I have an issue that I can solve by just eating spicy food or eating some ginger or something like that, I will totally do that before I'll take medicine. Because outside of some things, most medicine has some pretty bad side effects if you have to take it a long time. So I try to just save that time for whenever there's a real big issue. We get the HelloFresh because it's good and adds a good bit of variety to your meals. Otherwise, we were sort of always eating the same things over and over. It's dull. I can see that. I don't do it as much anymore. But back whenever I was working retail, I used to make it a challenge to try one new food a week. One new food every couple weeks, depending on how money was going. And that worked out pretty well for me. But if you don't work directly with the stuff, I could, yeah, totally. Good way to introduce stuff. Let's go with back. Think I one-shot a dragon? I am the Dragon Slayer! Don't know. Oh, that cat has don't act. That's why it was running. I was like, wait a minute. Why isn't it attacking me? Can't do anything to me. And as you can tell, unfortunately, our little friends there are not very high damage. That's why the monsters are just not good to pop. Why that was so much less JP. I missed you with the first thing, I got you with the second. Okay, so sword skills. Let's go with Night Sword on... Yeah, we'll Night Sword you. Get our life back. That is so strong. We literally just basically heal ourselves. Isn't Final Fantasy Tactics set in the same world as Vagrant Story in one of the other Final Fantasy games? I can't speak on whether it's in the same world as Vagrant Story. My memory of Vagrant Story is not vivid enough. for that. But yes, Final Fantasy 12 is based in Ivalice. Whether it is the same Ivalice or whether it is just named the same, I don't know. Like if it's a parallel universe, but it is based in Ivalice, and I don't think we ever get any of the. I'm going to just stab you. What? I don't think it ever like points out lore for these characters. Now, that said, in War of the Lions, which is the PSP remake of this, you actually have access to Balthier from 12. Yeah, probably same world. Same named world. Although the layout of that world, I would actually have to look at a Final Fantasy 12 map. Because if it was the same world, like if it was on this continent, the city you start in would have to be Goland Coal City. Because to the west you have a desert. And this are the only deserts on the entire world. So unless it's something here, maybe. Got Germina's there. Just trying to think, like, how the maps would lay out. Because we don't have the bunny people in this. So that's one thing that makes me think, oh, it's a parallel dimension kind of thing. I forgot to change her equipment, so she's still going to be shooting people. But no, I don't think that there's going to be anything in particular that ties them together directly. So if it's the same world, the time periods are going to be drastically different. This map. I hate this. I really, really do hate this map. Okay, so they've got Drain Life. You are there, which means we can't actually punch art you. Down there. I'm gonna just walk this way. Split up so that it's harder for them to like really focus us down. I'm gonna get so used to having auto haste that it's gonna be hard to come back whenever we do the PSP version of this. Because I'm pretty sure they patched out the duping on the PSP version. I'm fairly certain they did. Because that was a PS1, like, specific glitch, if I'm remembering correctly. No one in range, so you just wait. They are going to... Oh, 103 damage. Youch. I need more coffee. This is not enough. Of course, I always need more. Oh, Life Train. Cool. Vagrant Sort is Vandalia, which is a continent from... Well, Final Fantasy 12 is set in... Yeah, my brain is farting. Ivalice. As well, if memory serves. I think that's where we start. Unless my memory is, like, really bad, which it... Yes, my memory is indeed really fucking bad. That's why I have to, like, suffix so many things with, if memory serves. That is why she is like 2 shots away. No, sorry, 3 shots away from being able to get move find item, which we need for her. Oh, we're in the water. I forgot to check whether that was 1 or 2 deep, and it was 2 deep. I guess that means we need to take vengeance on you. And yes, I duped Excalibur. Judge me all you want. I don't regret it. I've played this game enough that I've earned it for like a fun like victory lap. By the way, how's it going, Riss? Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, so if you stop him... We didn't get stop on him. It's not that it matters. This guy's weak as hell. Because he's one of just the low-level tentacle guys. Okay, so you... What is your chance to Oh, you can't actually revive him. He's on a... Okay, so you just scream at yourself. Yeah, I need to play through Vagrant Story as well. That one, if I remember correctly, is probably going to be one of those games that I hit a wall on. Nothing confirms that it's Ivalice when it comes to Vagrant Story, but Final Fantasy XII makes reference to the Valendian calendar, so that ties those two together. A tentacle guy. Please, just find a spot and stay put. Basic skill accumulate. He's gonna get shot. Because you're gonna follow people around and shoot them. Doing pretty good. Been in the process of setting up emulation station. It's beautiful. Is that a software called that, or are you just setting up an emulation? Let's go and scream at ourselves. I'm out of date on emulation software. But I need to actually just set up a system that's dedicated to emulation and just record locally on it. And have this one have like stream overlays and stuff like that, so I can do the weird streamery stuff without it interfering with my ability to do. Although I'm not exactly a huge fan of all the streamer overlay-y stuff. Front end for ROMs. Okay. And I am sorry if I'm a bit derpy today. But I want to stay on schedule. Is oddly enough kind of hard to do. You know what? I'll do that. I'm really surprised we didn't get the stop on Ramza on the first like try because of how our luck has gone. You just wait there. And keep getting shot. I need to check on how she's doing JP1. I think we need one more shot. Nope, we can get it. Thank Gouda. So that means goodbye. I actually really like the new UI for the PS2 emulator. That is so much nicer than it used to be. And it doesn't get like in the way like a lot of the other ones. And no, I can't tell people where to get ROMs or anything like that. I have my original copies. So I can work with those. I should do a collection. Those are popular still, right? Speculate. Is Sent screenshots in the Discord on Emulation Station if you will look at that. Oh, that looks nice. That's better than most of the professional UIs. Especially with the overlapping of the graphics. If you guys want to see these, I think I still have the Discord command up. There we go. Yeah, if you guys want to see them, they are on the Discord in the Emulation channel. Definitely worth checking out. Those do look very nice with the overlays on them. I need to probably look at those and take some inspiration for my thumbnails. But for now, I'm trying to go back to being somewhat minimalist with my thumbnails. I don't think I need... Veska Temple, battle will occur, only battle there ever, fight worker 7. Goog. Then we continue the main. So nothing yet. We don't get the volcano scene until Bervenia Volcano. We're just getting Uriabos. I hate this. There you are. Yours are a bit of mix of minimalist while also being busy in some respects. All that matters to you is that you really like how they look. Yep. I mean, the Final Fantasy review that I released, it launched with low for me, but good, which is 5% CTR. You want really good click-through rate. Generally, the only thing that got that was like on my guides. Those sometimes got up to like 10%, sometimes even higher. Warning, warning, civilians are prohibited here. You have 30 seconds to leave this area. This is not a test. Genocide mode. I wonder if you get a unique bit of dialogue if you have Worker 8 here. And yeah, we have an ad. It should be cleared pretty soon, though. While we are waiting for that to clear, I am going to be mildly irritated at the enemies. Okay, so act-wise, elemental on the buggers. Darkness, 72 damage, yes. I don't remember whether the cockatrices can actually turn us to stoner. Hyrudra. 3 heads have the same mind. Cannot. Okay, yeah. Got ice and what weakness? Ice. Okay. Cannot enter water, ice, and wind. So range 1 and it affects 3 panels, so it's going to hit all around. So being in a straight line actually benefits us there. You guys, I think Beak is a yeah, it's a petrify. Cockatrices. What is your range? Yeah, you're gonna be right up in our face. You just get to wait there, and you get to do all sword skills, Hellcry Punch. Not gonna do anything there. Night Sword. Still not gonna kill him. We do thankfully have only one character that's not hasted. If we have problems here, I will actually switch to monk abilities and do it that way. Because, unfortunately, Because you are the only one that has a monk ability. So I should probably actually move you back. And just yell. Because you're going to need to recover them from petrification. I don't think you actually have any Holy Sword abilities that can hit up that high. Yeah, you don't. So you pretty much have to go straight elemental on this one. I love that they have 3 skulls when they die as well. Anyway. But yeah, I'm doing these mostly for reviews. So I do have to keep that footage working for that purpose. He is going to move forward, which is going to make it easier to kill him. Feather Bomb, you can take that. They really don't like my Oracle, which is kind of sad to me. My Oracle has the coolest outfit of everybody. Although I do like Orlando's. Yeah, we should still be able to handle all this. Oh no, Feather Bomb. Like Glitter Bomb, but fluffy. Okay, so this turn, we start murdering the rest of these. Attack. 168, that is not actually death. Darkness is not actually good there either, so yeah, just stab, I guess. All sword skill, you are going to go with Stasis Sword. Gonna go there. Can't get a good angle to see where I'm hitting yet. That should be fine. Okay, so that means, is this one over here dead? It is not. You are going to finish off this guy. The next turn, you bring the Oracle back. As far as where we're going to hit, I think we do Elemental here. That does do Stop, which it might suck if it hits Orlando, but we'll be fine. It did! That sucks. Revive you. When in doubt, revive them all. Get next to this guy. He doesn't have a ton of life. I mean, 600 is a lot, but he does damage to himself while damaging us. Which makes life a little bit easier. Let's go with a Crush Punch. That's going to be lethal. Everybody is fine. And he drops a fist when he dies. Not realize that. Cannot charge energy, system down. Connecting to reserve circuit. Boss mode engaged. So you, 1 HP. AT. He's still got a few turns until he goes. I don't think he has anything that we need to consider. Pass the turn general operation robot from a lost civilization follows dutifully. He does have defense up. Which is, I guess, a thing. Not terribly afraid of this. Could have had her just walk up and smack it. That would have been hilarious. Are you done getting back up, my dude? System error. Welcome to the new stone. And I forget which one this is, but it's there. Yeah, you can go around and collect most of the Zodiac stones. Okay, so we've saved. Formation, U. Ability, learn, chemist, item, set, item. You are now our move find item character. With that, I'm going to change your job to a knight. Why? Because it's going to give you a bunch of life and the ability to equip armor. Honestly, the gear that we've got you is fine enough. I do want you to have some haste, though. So, speed boots. Did we actually buy any speed boots? I don't think we did. So, feather... Nope, no feather mantle for you. What should you equip? Your minus boots. There you go, so you can move. I think that should allow her to get to the top of the volcano, but I'm not certain. As far as the enemies go, remove that one, because it's still not the kind of pig we want. Trying to get it to flash the type of pig that's there. Fortunately, we have the one pig up there, so we can't tell whether this is actually going to be it or not. I think this also gives us Reyes. Yeah, it does. Which is another human character. Might replace our Time Mage. I'm not certain yet. The evidence is clear. If I use Cancer, the Zodiac Stone I won this last battle, I can surely... Come on, don't be afraid. Try it. I don't know why the evidence was clear. We probably well, no, we actually looked at that. It said there was a temple up. Is it Reyes or Reese? It's probably one of the two. Yay, we get another... I think we get to keep her as a party member, too. A Dragoner. Add to party. I don't remember what her abilities are, though. Really don't. Well, Riss versus Reese. So that second one is how you say... So you're Reese. I've been calling you Riss this whole time, and you didn't correct me. No! Let's go ahead and learn her abilities. What does this actually have? Oh. Charms enemy and gets them to join your party. Restores party members' HP and status by sacrificing own HP. Also gets rid of various status effects. I've been calling you the wrong name this whole time. No. Raises brave speed, physical magic attack power with Dargon energy. So she's actually a fairly decent base class. I don't know what her growth is like. She is like orders of magnitude better than Beowulf. Because his costs mana. I don't think hers do. I'll hit. I'm gonna have to grind. It's the H, yeah. That, and I'm not used to pronouncing Y with a long sound. It's not common over here. Oh, are we replacing non with that? Are we going to end up with all unique characters? Because if we replace Matt with a Cloud, we will have all unique characters on our final thing, but I'll have to grind them up. Because Matt is currently a fairly strong character, but may not be like a master of too many things, but we got down to Bard, we got Ninja maxed out, and all that fun stuff. That would be a pretty brutal combo. Agrius is actually, or Grias, pronounce it, would be our weakest character. Which is saying a lot. We would be down to, like, no neutrals. Beowulf still sucks. Ah, the Welsh spelling, okay. It does look cooler than just basic Reese, which is... probably would have made a lot of peanut butter jokes. Okay, so we need to come back down here and free... what's his face? Do I bring her into the party yet? No, I'll do off-screen grinding because it's going to be a few days. We're not going to get Cloud for a while. Cloud is... yeah, Cloud is after the battle with Zalbak. And it is pretty easy to grind up, like, individual people if we want to. Especially if we go to frickin' Andalia Plains. Because when we go there, we can actually... the way the enemies spawn, as long as you don't get anything ranged like a human character, you could just go in there with your 5 characters, have the one you're trying to level, and all 4 others on a specific class, have them have invisibility and either Bard or Dancer, and just passively level them up constantly, just to let them dance and do all that crap every turn. And it would level whatever class they're sitting on. So we've got Marlboros, we've got Chocobos. These are the scary ones, I think. Guessing? They have Lick. Lick is the status effect. Nope, that's the reflect thing. That is absolutely useless against it. Do the ones Ochos? No? So we don't even have the bad Marlboros here? What? Fine. Scream. Yeah. I weirdly enough don't mind people mispronouncing my name. I feel bad whenever I mispronounce theirs. The amount of times I get called a certain place in Warcraft annoys me, though. That's pretty much the only one that kind of, like, even mildly gets under my skin, because I'm just there, you know what? My name, my character name, my screen name, all that, I used it before Warcraft was a thing. It is a name I used in a short story when I was a kid. Just something that was unique and is almost never taken. That's the main reason I use it. He is also sort of like the anti-hero, which, considering when I started using it online, makes sense. Because I used to use it as my screen name. Then I used it as my screen name in the 90s. Before I even had a computer in my home. I used it on the freaking library computers. And yeah. I tried changing it once. That did not go so well. Growing up, you had a lot of people mispronouncing your name, so it's just a thing you got used to, thing you got over. Worst, funniest was a text-to-speech program that called you Rice. My favorite one for Can't do this without doxing myself. No. Fortunately, I would like to tell a story about how people mispronounce my real name, or actually specifically mistext my real name. But then I'd have to reveal what my real name is. Let's just say they misspelled it, which caused their phone to autocorrect it to a completely different word, which became sort of like an in-group nickname, which frankly ended up sounding a bit, not necessarily particularly racist, but it would definitely like raise eyebrows if said in groups. Go ahead and execute. But it was because an auto-corrected a misspelling of my name to not even a name. What? My name is not actually Al? Who'd have guessed? For those people who have been around the channel for a while, know why I don't put my real name on the internet. But basically, I was stalked by a very crazy person. They contacted me again. I want to say it was after the pandemic started, which is kind of creepy. I didn't reply to it. They asked if I was still living in a place that I haven't lived in for quite a while, which is nice. Don't have a clue. Crush Punch is too far away. Split Punch is... we can do that one. And I've even actually, funnily enough, speaking of fake names... Oh, is that guy? He just floats. That sucks. Go Punch Art and Wave Fist. But yeah, even on a channel name that I reserved for one of the channel ideas that I had but haven't actually acted on, it looks like a real name, but it's not my real name. It's meant to sound like it's a max power kind of joke thing, basically. Where it sounds like a real name, but there's puns there. Can I actually get any angle on this guy without hitting you? Nope. I'm gonna hit you anyway. I'm always surprised whenever I don't stop my own unit. That. Oh no, a counter. What will we do? Probably get a cutting board. Make some food. It's a counter. Yes, that was stupid. But used to this. Fresh punch is too far away. Split punch is not. I do find it sad that Agrias doesn't really feel unique after you get the other sword characters. She just doesn't quite punch hard. I do need to check. List of unique. Get Sid. We'll eventually get Biblos. We actually... no, that's Rafa. Just seeing. I don't think you get Meliadul. But I wish you could. There she is. You actually get Meliadul. There's the Vendettified against more Formalv. Oh, she does join the party. For some reason, I wasn't thinking she did. She comes with Save the Queen. That's where you get it. But she's one of the other knight characters. For some reason, I don't remember getting her. That means I might not have played as her very often. I don't want 20 million fights. Thank you. I should be taking these, but take forever. Because this is a tactics game. We're delaying actually going to... If we get another fight on this one, we'll just take it. Because that one has like one of the longest delays with movement. This is just a shitty map. Here's our references. References. And I don't know why, but Mustadio's dad has always looked kind of like washed out to me. Here he comes. And yes, I think that is intended to look a little bit like the Midgar. Last thing I remember was getting caught in the current. Could be some forwarding device. You know, to travel to other worlds, different space. They came from other space. My name's Cloud. Yes, Cloud. I'm Ramza. They're my friends. What I need is a battlefield. Yeah, that's it. I'm a member of Soldier. Stop it, Fieros. Go to that place. And he runs off. Don't worry, we'll get him later. I think we might not use Cloud. It's a toss-up, because if we get what's her face, the green cloaked one, I think I might rather have her than Cloud. Okay, so now we just proceed with the story, I believe. Yeah, until we reach the Igros castle battles. Egros cattle is what I basically almost said. Okay, just keep walking. Please don't actually... Nah, damn it. It's like, please don't get too many encounters. Yeah, they do the memory thing in this one as well. Where he thinks he's Zack. You. There's supposedly references to it in the remastered Final Fantasy VII as well. But again, I think it's the second entry in it. I still haven't beaten the first entry in the remaster of Final Fantasy VII. I'm not a huge fan of that kind of combat system. That's a strange... We're starting to get slightly scary looking enemies. The remake, yeah. The one with real-time battles. The one with more Final Fantasy, like, 13 style battles. Sudden Cry is, I think, a death. You guys are the fire ones? No, you're ice. So we have Ice Souls, we have got Crap Dragon, we've got... Probably the actual only threat here is the Behemoth. So Behemoth must die first. And he's dead. So we should be pretty easy for us just to go through the rest of this and not even have to think. Probably should have killed the bomb. The bomb. There we go. I can say it right. My brain is just not working properly. So, ooh, yes. You don't usually get a chance to hit 4 enemies with that. You probably will kill the dragon. 276 up there, so if we can't kill the dragon, kill that. We'll kill the dragon. Then we can finish off the undead guys fairly quickly by themselves. I didn't realize they had quite that kind of hop. No. That is one thing that I think Tactics Ogre did better was their undead system. Because the way it works in Tactics Ogre is they don't just have like... They will just straight up revive after a certain number of turns. Thing is, you can exercise, which will remove their ability to... Which is kind of what makes them feel a bit more unique. And this one is just like, oh, here's a coin flip. Thanks. And yes, you are just building ore. Let's see. Stabby time? I need to sneeze. Woo! That was a rough one. I do wish if there was a second target and you killed the first one, your sword would go after the second one. Maybe it's a nod back to Final Fantasy 1 that it doesn't. I think this actually damages us. Yeah, it does. And there's a chance I think this might revive him. Because I think dead does actually invert its effect. And he finally gets a move. Holy Sword, Stasis Sword. Take you out. Yeah, we're kind of at that point where just the random battles not going to be a threat. The only thing that could really end up a threat is if we really do get a lot of status effects all at once. And I don't see that happening anytime soon. And dead. This is partially for the JP for these characters, but it's also partially for the gold. Because every 4 battles we fight is an extra 100k, which is a lot of stuff. There we go. Drink. Hydrate or dihydrate. You know what? I am going to go ahead. Trying to think if we should swap over to her right away. That removes our ability to get a bunch of revives. I think I am going to go ahead and do that. Because frankly, our other mage is just not doing anything most of the time. We don't really have... Yeah, we can do equip change. I don't think I actually want counter tackle. And we'll just go with this. I don't think... Yeah, you can't equip anything, can you? That might be a downside of this. We can just bring her along and have her be just surviving. And maybe whacking a few things with a punch or two. So she can learn her skills and then switch to something. Because she can change classes. That is one thing that she is capable of. I didn't realize that she was basically a monk here. Which means we should go down the monk path. So we have a monk with like special abilities through the Dragoner. We have 2 really good swordsmen. We have Ramza, which is just Ramza. Then we'll eventually have another sword art user. So we'll have 3 sword art users, a mage, monk. Actually, we won't have any real mage characters. Interesting. We could go total tank. Thomas the Tank Engine, go! Okay, we've already done spell edges. And get some more swords there. It looks like we have pretty much the same kind of gear options elsewhere. I hate that the Crystal Shield and the Diamond Shield look so similar. But I will mistake them for each other. Definitely going to grab those. Black Costume cancels stop. We'll take 2 of those as well. As far as weapons go, I do actually want to buy a few more of these. Give me attack 15, that's attack 14. Whenever we need to level up Samurai, they're actually going to be kind of handy. spell edges, we have 2 of them to spare, so it's not really something that's going to be there. And as far as the first shop, I don't think we unlocked anything rare. Oh. And we got 1 Yagyu from all. Lovely. And I forget whether we... Okay, Germinus Peak, we actually do need to do something. No, Bervenia Volcano. We don't actually need to do anything on Germinus. Okay, so you're going to stay up here. I'm going to grab you to be kind of the support for that. Over here, we're going to have Orlando. I don't think we still have you equipped, do we? I mean, if they were just... Even if they came in completely unequipped, they'd still be a formidable force. But I think this is the group we go with. And yes, with this group, we have 4 characters building up their JP for 1 class, because they're all counted as squires in that regard. If you want to pass, leave your money. Get your hand off of that sword if you want to live. Maybe it's better to kill him and get the reward than to take their money now. Let's kill for the Gill. That's how you know that it's pronounced Gill, not Jill. But wait, it would be the same thing. No! I'm going with the hard G. Because it's Gill. Just missing an L. There's 1 down. Gill versus Jiff. Okay, we've got archers over there. Go ahead and do an elemental. Oh, it'd be hilarious if we got sleep on him. I'll go ahead and move you up, and we'll just kill another guy. Because I don't think you have the ability to do anything special from that. Spell Edge, Short Edge, neither of those are good. Flash Hat is pretty solid. Black Costume, we probably should have equipped our characters with, but we're in heavy armor right now. And we broke their weapons. Do I care? No. We're never doing archers. Only reason we'd have an archer in our party is to just get to level 2 or 3 on it. For another class unlock. Elemental wise. Yeah, we might be able to stop you. We are brutal. I'm sorry. Going through and finding wallpapers for systems that you personally find more iconic. That's cool. Lurkers make the Twitch go round. I think I need to have her just punch people, by the way. Yeah, run away. You have no range skills. Punch art. Actually, no, guts. Scream! He's going to be faster and deadlier. Yeah, this game, I remember spending many, many hours on as a kid. Just straight up just enjoying it. Like, I would grind for no reason other than to grind. Because I found it enjoyable. There's very few games nowadays that these games as a service thing that really keep me engaged in the same way. They just don't. You can tell that they're just straight up designed just to milk time and money. We'll go with a split punch. Nope, we can't actually hit down there. Stasis sword? Yes, we can. And she's just getting JP by just being around us. She does have re-raise on her. Could probably use a bit of XP on her, but eh. Punch art, wave fist. Eat it. Not as much damage as our straight attack, but it works. Oh no, 90 damage. I'm so afraid. I don't think that guy really knows what to do with this. He's got jump and charge, so he's confused before we even got into battle. He was confused at what he wanted to be before this even started. It's how do you use jump as an archer? And sword skill, knight sword, heal yourself for like what, 4 HP? Welcome to Murderville. Take your order. Yeah, this is what happens whenever you start getting into like the broken stage of characters. Dual sword is deadly. I don't think she can actually hit anybody with anything. We can try. Execute ice bracelet. Think. Can we do act elemental on you? We can. It's not enough to kill him, but it can confuse him. If it gets confused on him, I'm going to laugh my ass off. Because he can't actually hit anybody besides us. And such a difficult battle. I shouldn't get cocky because other fights will get way harder. There are still a few giant difficulty wall encounters coming up. Hoskus Lake. One of these, if I remember correctly, it ends up turning the... Yeah, getting rid of future encounters down the line. Like, you'll have the line to the little red dots, and the red dots will disappear. The Dragoner and Holy Knight. We're almost at all uniques. I will feel bad getting rid of all of them. Because at a certain point, even just like if you use all generics, generally we'll have them in different classes, and you're just going like a pure ninja route. Oh, we're dealing with ghosts again. Who disturbs our sleep? Have the Zodiac Stones, then hand it over. With that, we can go to a higher dimension. We can go beyond this plane. Or we can just murder all the ghosts. You are gonna go this way. You can't jump up there, but can go faster. Yeah, speed boost plus natural haste. Kind of broken. Just a pinch. Okay, so we want to be spread out. So, do you actually have the ability to get an elemental up there? No. Doesn't have an effect because it's still earth. Is that ground considered by? Wooden floor. Rocky. Yeah, rocky. Local quake won't do anything because it's floating, but demon fire will. I think we want wooden floor. Out of all these, I think you are... We can't hit the summoner, unfortunately. He's going to try to do confusion on us. Sucks. 61% chance is pretty gnarly. A crush punch. Go for it. I am curious how much physical damage you got. 40? Yeah, just go for it. She does a double punch. Did not realize that. That does help her out a little bit. So she's still not physically intimidating. Yeah, I can't wait until we get a full unique team. I hate to be getting rid of Matt, but we can make more badass looking Matt. Okay. You're gonna try to get away? Failed to drain me. I always find it weird that the Oracle has song skills. And unfortunately, this is going to suck because I think we're going to lose our knight in this. Oh no, you're going to cheer him up? Sweet. Move-wise, I think we proceed forward. All sword skill, knight sword. We can actually get up there, sort of. Stasis doesn't work. I think I'm going to have the Dragoneer run over and basically be the pain in the butt that gets him to not be confuzzled. Oh, we're on the rocky. The rest of you need to just be moving up. You could... Don't think that knocks you out of confused, though. So I guess we just keep running. This fight's going to be a pain because we have to just get to him. One reason why you... Oh, it's Odin. What? What are you going to do? Or slash back, that's fine. You go there, all sword skills. Knight punch is probably going to, yeah, heal her. We go with crush punch and get... Oh, nope, that doesn't work. Stasis sword? Yes. Casters are the biggest danger. Just wait. You are in a bit of a pickle. if we can get a don't act on you, that'll be good. We failed. Watch it actually succeed. God dang it. That's making life about 1,000,000 times harder. I think they're going to actually not kill him, but knock him down. Please don't kill her. You get to keep coming up here. We need to figure out a way to deal with you guys, because this is actually getting mildly irritating. We might lose this fight. Might even lose a character because he's hasted. All sword skills. Stasis sword. You. Orlando can get through them quick enough. Should be fine. That confuse is just causing us all kinds of pain. Okay, get behind him. Punch him. Please don't paralyze him. Of course, he hit a 20-something% chance to hit thing before. Thank you for being guarded by that. Okay, so let's see. If we can get there, we can revive him. Do we come here and yell? We go ahead and scream. There is no downside to High Brave, by the way. If you're wondering why, just beeline towards getting that 97%, gives us the ability to guard. Can I please select Elemental? Nothing in range, so we just wait. We need to get rid this bastard. Archer is kind of just screwed. You can revive him. Punch Art. Revive. 85% chance. Yes, please. There you go. And facing that way. Oh no, they hit my mana. And you are going to come down here and prepare to take out this ghost. Go ahead and potion yourself. We don't have any need for this. There is a trick with auto potion. That makes her be one of the... Well, it doesn't just make her be it. It makes anyone be it. Auto potion triggering basically makes you immortal versus everything except for the strongest of attacks. Because it heals so much if you have one of the high level ones. Execute. Might actually be the last of them. Oh no, he didn't go down. Well, we'll let you get some revenge there. Since they decided to keep shooting you in the face. Even though you're not sticking with us in the long term. Oh, they revived. No! Damage do you do? 55? Well, we don't want to lose her, so we need to start moving down there. You are going to stay up here and be, if they get up, murder them again, dude. The rest of us are coming down here. Go ahead and guts yourself up. Scream! Let me see. What am I getting? ahead and face that way. Wait. Time to get murdering. That guy really doesn't stand a chance. Kind of sad that they do keep reviving. You go ahead and be on guard up here as well. And can she get in range to do her breath? I do want to get her some XP in this. Not quite yet. Oh. Get up next to this one. What are you doing? You're moving closer, at least. Yeah, they don't do a ton of damage, so they're not scary. It's the actual, like, humanoids that stay scary. I do... Oh, we could actually wait and see if they get up and whether we can get stuff from them. Hey, Gablin. Let's go ahead and wait there. There. Turn into a... Why? Dragon, ice bracelet, go. That works. I needed to get her some experience. Right now, she's just kind of lingering around until we can do some actual proper grinding on her to get her other abilities. But she is building up JP just by being around because we have so many other characters on the default Squire. I see you have no intention of agreeing with our arbitration. His Excellency's wish to unify the kingdoms. Rather, until King Orinus is recognized as the true king, we won't stop fighting. As long as the Baeuls live, we won't give up. And who do you think let you assassinate Duke Larg? Larg was killed by someone sent by the Nen. Or are you saying you sent the assassin? You're definitely not going to cooperate. If we wanted to, we could easily beat you. Don't forget. You remember what the poison was that took out the Hakuten? I think it was extracted from moss fungus. Right. Unless you take large doses, it won't kill you. But even small amounts over a long time can be deadly. Over time, you develop symptoms similar to a cold. You're not fully aware of your conditions until late. Didn't your father die from cold complications? I heard you know a lot about poison. So, what are you saying? If you bury a body with moss fungus, the moss fungus begins to grow out of the body. Did you know that? Such trivial things. Oh yeah, I've got something for you from the High Priest. It's a holy zodiac stone from Mirand. He'd like you to have this to show his trust in you. Oh no, he's learned of it. Okay, so we can go to Limberry. I don't think we're going to learn too much in Limberry. I think the big place for us to eventually be going is, whatchamacallit? Do a save here, though. Is going to be whenever we get to Igros. We will save over this one. I didn't realize we were already level 40. At the gate of Limberry. In we go. Party size, same thing as usual. And you. And I will go through and use their JP later. We don't really need new abilities right now. Ruins are lead. Entrance is open. Welcome to Limberry Castle. It's the assassin! Waiting for you, or an assassin. We have a warm welcome for you. We'll burn you to death, so don't. And demons. I forget if we can actually capture these demons. I'm not going to. Defeat the enemies. Easy enough as long as they don't one-shot us. All sword skills. Let's go for a Night Sword. No, we'll go for a Stasis Sword. That's going to get you not dead, but potentially stopped at least. Let's see. I do need to see what their abilities are. Bio. A panda job commands attacks with impure and evil thoughts. Oh no, not impure thoughts. Act. We will do guts to go faster. Thankfully, we are hasted. So we might be able to take them out before they get a chance to actually really screw him over. You are going to go this way because you're going to have to do the lap. I should have done elemental before moving, but... eh. Nee. You should be able to start the lap as well. Because we did not take any... unfortunately, we did not take any of the ignore height things. We probably need to do some Lancer levels up just so we can do that. Oh no. They just instant stop? That is gross. Is that costing them any mana whatsoever? Probably not. So I guess we need to equip something to prevent stop if we fail this. Which we have. We have items for that. Frog. A bit more brutal. Yeah, this is a very vertical fight. Sucks. Elemental, can I please get the cursor up there? 30, that's not gonna... Unless we petrify him, it's not gonna work. This sucks. Has the potential of frog and petrify. Yeah, we need to press the buttons. So we need status resistance stuff. We also need jump skills. Might have to actually grind for that.